say this guy was, anyway?
Candyman.
Candyman is in the house!
This is the reaction most folks have when they see Tony Todd, better known as the most highfalutin slasher to ever ask suckers permission to kill him.
Be my victim.
Candyman. Or the Final Destination series Stand In For Death, or even a soap opera crook he played on The Young and the Restless? Hell, with more than 30 years of acting under his belt, it should come as no surprise a variety of roles he's racked up on his resume. Supernatural killers, action heroes, toy commercials in disguise, butthead ETs, small screen supervillains, CGI shit shows. He's even played other classic horror movie monsters like a modern day Jekyll and Hyde, Dracula for old-timey radio audiences, and while he hasn't played Frankenstein, he was killed by the wretch after trying to get him laid. But no matter how diverse Tony's roles are, he'll forever and always be known by terrified bystanders as the Candyman.
Seriously, get the f*** out of the house!
Which begs the question, is it really better to be feared than loved? Like a curious cat with a death wish, I'm summoning this terrifying thespian to answer that very question, and where better than my favorite portal to yesteryear and today's playful plastics, Toy Federation, because, well, I'm too scared to let them know where I live. Tony Todd, Tony Todd, Tony Todd, Tony Todd, Tony Todd. What? Jumping jack-o'-lanterns, this grade school shenanigan really works?
Man, I've been signing non-stop over there.
Huh. Tony, I just got to hear from the man who knows better than anyone. Is it better to be feared than loved? I mean, it must be hard for you to meet new people when most folks who recognize you are running out the door the second you enter a room.
At this point in my life, I like it when they run away. Because then either I can make a choice to send my spider monkeys after them or just feed them to my cats.
Oh, I kind of had this whole question built up for a more thought-provoking answer, but I guess spider monkeys are pretty deep. Thinking of my feet. At this point in your career, you have the privilege of flip-flopping between leading roles in big-time studio pictures to bit parts in indie flicks, banking on your name to snag a distributor. Do you have a preference between these two extremes of filmmaking?
Well, I come from the theater, man, so that's my number one love. Whenever a regional theater calls me and say, come spend 6 months with us, I fly there, particularly August Wilson. In terms of the film differentiations, it's more about the role. And best roles tend to come from independent films. But, you know, at this point in my life, I just want the films to be seen. So I'm a big fan of distribution, having things in place, making sure that the work doesn't stay on set. You know? Because that'll make your teeth fall out.
Unlike a lot of your contemporaries who wear masks and makeup for their commercialized roles, you have the benefit of actually seeing yourself as an action figure on collector shelves, from McFarlane's first toy of you to NECA's latest Candyman figure. Do toy companies wanting to sell your actual mug complicate things?
Let me tell you something. Okay, licensing is what the whole point is. If you don't have licensing, then they can use your image and spin it forever. So yes, thankfully, NECA Toys, McFarlane, and NECA have all taken care of me. So one day, when I go to the actor's retirement home, I'll gather all the things out of my old dusty, rusty suitcase, and I'll try to meet a new woman who'll say, Myrtle, have you ever seen my action figure? And she'll look at me like and complain to the council and say, what these guys wanted to violate me with his action figure. And all I wanted to do was try to get a trigger to get to her with the action figure in between, you understand?
Do you get any of your toys as part of the package, or do they expect you to buy them at the store like everybody else?
No, man. NECA owes me 50 figures, and I'm still waiting. But I saw a lot of them today, so I know they're somewhere in the FL. So I'm gonna make sure that I get my action figures, so I have at least 1 or 2 or 3 to play with forever, eternally. NECA, are you listening? McFarlane, are you listening? Star Trek, are you listening? Transformers, are you listening? Zoom, are you listening? And what's the big one that I'm missing? Oh yeah, the pop art, the Candyman. Your mother listening.
Sorry, Billy's asking if he can eat the candy we brought as a last-ditch offering to call you up in case the mirror thing didn't work. My ghost girlfriend Mandy packed it, but she was too scared to come. Hey, wait a minute, that gives me an idea!
Incoming call for Mandy. Incoming call for Mandy.
Ready? Hey, Mandy. This is Tony Todd, aka Candyman. We want to thank you for the candy. How come you didn't come out? What's wrong with you? Nobody gonna bite no candy, because I like spider monkeys. Thank you for the basket of candy, okay? Thank you so very much, Amanda.
And we successfully bring the point of this interview full circle, or as close as we're ever going to get. See you later, Screen Freaks.
Toy Federation.
Well, howdy there, Scream Freaks. Well, thank you kindly for watching, and help yourself to more servings of Screaming Sue by visiting our site at screamingsue.com. You can read our weekly updates, character bios, and interviews, catch up on past episodes, browse our store, and drool over the Howlin' Hottie of the Week. If you want to scream at us, just holler at screamingsoup@gmail.com, and don't forget to stalk us through social media, conveniently linked at the top of the site.